I'm going live. The link's in the chat. You can get it.
Yeah, I'm on the page now. It says one waiting. I don't know if that's me or if that's someone else.
I don't know. Maybe it's you. Is the screen black for anyone else?
No, it just has your card. The one with
Oh, okay,
your name.
it's good.
Oh, there we go.
And now to link it everywhere.
I think my connection is bad.
Yeah, you're lagging already. We haven't had a good connection this week at all.
No, we haven't.
Internet.
I'll be right back.
Okay, hon. What is it, Knife?
What is she doing?
She's just meowing at me and headbutting my leg. She wants me to pick her up. Well, not pick her up, but she wants me to let her sit in my lap and stuff.
She's just standing there, menacingly.
Yes, she very much is. She never stops.
My cat's sitting next to me, asleep invariably. It's just the way it is.
I'm just gonna put it in the atrium because I don't care.
So we're getting people coming in already. We have Clayton, fucking 5 is in. DJ Skywalker is in.
Oh, hola. Hola, everybody. Let me show you guys where we're at and what we're working on this week. Someone feeling like chilling? Maybe you could help me out with a Miss Kitty that wants to meow, meow, meow all night?
Sure. The straw. Let me get to my car. I got you a straw.
You got me the straw. Yeah. Guys, we're going to sew together a body. This body. Not a human one. I'm not doing that. This stream.
Yeah.
The Halloween special. Get a human cadaver in here.
You know I could.
Oh man, if you could, that's special. Legally?
Needed to be made.
Get a cat or dog cadaver very easily.
Legally though?
Bronny.
Yes.
Legally, yeah.
Okay, so Bucket 5 has a question.
I could sew a freaking cadaver on stream,
Heather
guys. If you want to see that,
a Royal
let me
Problem
know.
was the best Celestia and Luna episode, in your opinion.
Yeah, sure. It was a good episode.
Since we have so few to choose from, I kind of liked the one where they went on vacation.
Yeah, that was a good one too. But a Royal Problem was definitely the best.
So guys, this week we're still working on the Rainbow Dash plushie from this series of the My Little Pony crochet kit. We got the head done. We got the body done. We got the wings done. And today, since Sweetie got the little straws, we're going to put the straws in the body and we're going to sew them together. And then
I have
it'll
a question.
be together.
Why is it want you to do everything separate instead of creating the body as a frame and then just going from there?
I don't know, I'm just following the pattern, bro. You gotta do the crochet by the book.
Where were you? Where'd you go?
I plugged in the Ethernet cord into my computer.
Good idea.
I don't have an Ethernet.
And while we wait for the straw, here is the kitty who's been meowing.
Oh, Clayton's actually asking me, what do I think? I'm assuming it's the previous question. And you guys can also answer this. If Green Arrow, the question, and Nightwing were to form a team, what would they be called? I'll go first. The green question of the night.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Heather.
I mean, that's as good as anything I could come up with. The Archer, the Riddler, and the whatever the fuck Nightwing does.
DJ's trying to ban all of the kitties.
I almost forgot about the question. I liked the question. The person.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. There's nothing better than a little healthy skepticism.
You always want that conspiracy theorist guy.
Yep.
Now go on to the bed. Maybe we can get...
Now, I can't tell if Skywalker's trying to ban all of the kitties in the chat or in the world.
Or in the room.
I think he should ban them all in the world.
Bronny, you want to kill my baby?
That's gonna mess up the ecosystem so bad, Bronny.
It might, but I don't know. In like the jungle, it might. But house cats don't do a whole lot.
Yeah, you're telling me. I've been finding little moth carcasses all over the apartment now because we've been having a moth problem. But I'm pretty sure it's not from her killing them. They just died because how long do they live for anyway? Not long.
Moths are stupid. Although I once had I actually found out later. They're called Hercules moths. So they're like these huge moths. I have one fly in my face once when I opened the door.
Jeez, that's
And
rough.
it was a little surprising, but I don't think they're harmful.
I don't like bugs. I don't like dealing with them, and I hate that I have a cat here who doesn't like to hunt them. I've seen little tiny bugs that you could be like munching on all you want to and get a little fat, but you don't want to do it. Stop licking your tummy and talk to me. This child,
That's the problem with cats, Heather.
she's just an insolent child.
You see, that's what I keep saying, but every time I say it, you get mad at me.
You shut the hell up about my baby, that's why.
It's because it's like parents can probably call their children little shits, but if someone else does it, then it's offensive.
I'm like,
it's kind of
bitch,
like that.
I will cut you with a crochet knife, and it's gonna take a while, so sit still.
Alrighty then, I don't think I'll do that.
We're gonna work on Rainbow Dash's hair.
Really, is that going to be the main event of the evening, Heather?
Well, I was gonna cut you with a crochet needle.
is hold on, the hair? It's not like just bits of yarn, is it?
No,
Are you
we're
like
actually
sewing together something?
we're actually crocheting something together. Like in the picture, it looks like this. And whenever stream catches up to you, you can see that yes, you actually have to crochet her like little dreadlocks that are like little pizzas. So yeah, sorry if you don't like the yarn hair I give frickin' things. It's the easiest way to do it.
I just saw the hair design now. That's not bad actually.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
So Ronnie, how is chat?
Let's see here. We got some folks talking about DC heroes, the female ones. Gosh, I can barely read. I should give everybody a full disclaimer. I don't have glasses. So,
Brandon, it's up to you.
Yeah, if I misread something, please forgive me. Let's see here.
I feel like I have
Clayton thinks the name Nighthawks is really good for something.
No, wait, isn't Nighthawk already a superhero? Yeah, I think I have some of his comic books, Nighthawk. He was like a D-list Marvel hero, I want to say. Yeah, because the Punisher was in some of his stuff as like a cameo. But yeah, that's like a D-list hero right there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say, I don't know what it's like to have eyes that don't function.
Yeah, you're so freaking lucky, so gifted, so special. You know that?
It's okay. I'm probably gonna go deaf like when I reach 40 something, so it's fine.
I have a
Well,
really
why do you say
sensitive
that?
left ear.
I listen to loud music a lot. I've been to a good amount of concerts, especially last summer, and truth be told, they probably botched the test in high school, but I once failed a hearing test in high school.
Oh, that's a bad day.
But they probably botched it, I'll be honest.
Mm.
But yeah. Bucket5 is asking if having that in your hair hurts Heather. I don't know what that is.
Well, that's okay. I already started the hair.
I'm I'm guessing the
Can you scooch?
I'm guessing
Face
he's
is
referring
not-
to
yeah,
the hair
no.
clip.
Yeah.
Your face isn't going away. There you go.
Aren't hair
Better?
clips
Okay.
not supposed to hurt?
She's like, what are you
I
doing? I,
don't-
said you couldn't sit here.
I don't know. I used to
She's so
tie my
luxurious
hair and
looking.
it was
Look at
fine.
That luxurious.
Well, I
kitty.
feel like that's a little different because you're tying it.
Half
and
double
that might be a
crochet.
If
different-
anything, it would be tighter though.
Double crochet.
A clip or a
Next
Or hair tie.
probably, yeah, because you can adjust it and give it a lot more tension.
Single crochet, half double, double crochet. This is not from anywhere. When I first started learning how to crochet, they gave me this, and I photocopied it and then I laminated it
Nice.
because I gotta keep this thing around. If anyone else is interested in my stitch guide, I don't know who originally made this, but it was given to me at my needlepoint class years and years ago, and I laminated it because it is very, very helpful for if I forget how to do some of the basic things.
Fair enough.
Perfect. So, alright, double crochet, yarn over, insert.
So
hook.
Heather,
Yes.
does having that hair clip hurt?
No.
Alrighty then, that answers that question.
Okay, I thought you were leading up to a pun. Anytime you ask
Nope.
me a question, it usually leads up to a pun somehow. I'm on to you.
So basically, I ask the questions because there's no ulterior motive.
There's no trusting him. There's just no trusting him.
Because
Ah,
when
yes,
I
now I
have a
remember
question, I have a
double. I was
question.
doing them at some point earlier.
And I have a question, Heather.
Yes.
Do you know that your nails look like oh my god, what are they called?
Candy corn?
The Reese's Pieces, like except they're
Oh
like.
my god, you're right.
You're right.
Oh my god. I already messed it up, but like whatever. It was gonna get messed up anyway. But yeah, oh yeah. If I put white in here now, that'd be a
That'd
candy
be
corn.
candy
You know what? I should put stripes.
Or like just white tips, like kind of French tip.
I've never done that before. I know I'm not gonna make it straight. It's not gonna be straight.
It's hard to
By the
do.
way, how's it going, sweetie?
It's going alright. Yourself?
Yep.
I'm
Yes.
doing pretty good. Today's been just a little bit frustrating, but it's nothing big.
My poor boy.
I'm
TC
sorry.
in next 3. What the heck is TC? I'm gonna have to go to their abbreviation page.
Sweetie, Clayton wants to know if you're excited for Sailor Moon Eternal.
Yes.
Triple crochet. That's a new one. Do I have triple crochet?
If not, it'll probably be in the book. Oh yeah, it's this one.
Professor
that's
Lou
treble.
says, yo,
Oh, my
I have
bad.
arrived.
Treble. So let's see. Triple crochet. Triple.
DJ Skywalker says hi to Sweetie Blue.
Hello. Give them all the O's. Okay, so that's the right.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says, Heidi Ho, Ranger Joe. And Emperor Bowser says, hello, and someone please cuddle the kitty.
I'll cuddle the kitty.
I'm calling the kitty and she doesn't appreciate
She
it.
got mad.
That's okay.
She immediately got mad.
Yep. She's like, bitch.
She's like, what did I say? Oh my god. I know it's gonna be in here because they had double and single. I'm just looking for triple. Because I don't think I've done a triple crochet before. Back stitch, whip stitch. Maybe I skipped it.
Yeah, because it's got to be in there. They can't tell you to do a stitch they don't tell you how to do.
Okay, let me go back.
Wait, I think I saw it.
Should
Actually.
I look up a
more?
YouTube tutorial?
Okay, this one direction.
Yeah. There.
There it
We
is.
found it.
Triple crochet stitch is 3 times as tall as a single crochet. First.
Oh good, you found it. My work here is done.
You didn't do crap.
He just runs away. Oh, wait, do they have one of those tools that just keeps the book open for you like this?
I know they exist. But I certainly don't have one.
I certainly need one. You know, I can't tell you like how many situations I've needed one. Like for the crochet, you know, it's just for these little books that come with the crochet kits, and I have a few crochet kits. Let's see.
My dad used to have like a stand that would hold the book open for you, but unfortunately, like it only worked, or it was sort of meant to work for normal sized books. So when I'd try to put my textbooks on there, it'd be like, oh God, why?
It's like, what is this? I don't need this puppy anymore. You're a kitty.
Yes.
I have to learn around the
I
book.
had an accomplishment
Oh, isn't that always a great achievement at yelling the crap out of friends? Yep. You're gonna yarn,
Just
wrap the yarn
brought
around
up
the hook
Ponytown,
twice, so
and
you have 2 twists.
it's funny.
And the work moves
One of my
on the hook
friends
shaft.
actually, she spent a whole day writing the B movie script from Ponytown. That was
Why would
that
she
was
do that?
it's a couple weeks ago. She said it took her 3 hours to copy and paste within Ponytown's character limit. And she got a decent crowd. Like there's screenshots of it.
Scoot over so I can actually
I don't know
look
why
straight.
she would do it.
First 2.
What's,
Give up your spot, kitty. You can't complain.
Ronnie, what's your experience with Ponytown, if any?
The only time I've spent on Ponytown is with Heather.
Okay, yeah, that's simple.
Heather, I can't remember our experience with Ponytown. Tell us about it.
I have a picture!
Oh jeez.
Yeah, hold on, sweetie, I'll show it to you. I don't remember if I showed it to you, but I did tweet it out at one point. I have pictures, don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
worry.
not going to be able to see it though, Heather. You have no way of sharing your screen.
But sweetie can see it.
Oh, very cute.
I was eating an apple, and he had a plushie of himself in his hair.
That's cute.
I'll put it somewhere. You know, I'm gonna put it in our Discord chat in the art section because obviously it's art.
Yes.
If y'all are interested in seeing those photos on my Discord, go ahead and support me on Patreon for $10 a stream. It's a steep price to pay, but good content, premium content, the best content. Also, don't forget to make me thank my patrons at the end of this.
Other thank your patrons.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emerald Spencer and DJ Skywalker. You're doing great. Fabulous.
We do have DJ Skywalker in the chat. Spencer isn't here tonight though.
It's okay. DJ, it's all up to you now.
DJ says, I thought you couldn't do anything in Ponytown. I don't see the appeal. Yeah, it's weird. There's
It's
like,
definitely just a social game. That's it.
Yeah, I remember a cave, and I remember a bench.
You know what's funny? They have like a mine you can go into, but you can't mine anything. And I'm like, come on. I'm glad that they're allowing me to be an alicorn in that, because I think that one pony game that's like Flufflepuff made a promotional video for it, they wouldn't let you be an alicorn. It was the 3D one.
Oh yeah, the Legends of Equestria.
Yeah, that one. Alright, so I'm going to triple crochet the next 3. Alright, I think I can do this. Yes. Yes. 1, boo. 2.
So, Fucking wants to know if I've seen them fighting herds, and yes, I've even played that game. It's a good game. I had fun with it.
I mostly like it for character design.
Mm-hmm. Lennon Black is here, and he says he just finally watched the Friendship is Magic finale. And also,
Aww.
hello.
What did you think of our rare bear?
She's definitely the oldest out of the whole group.
She's my girl. Successful business lady for the win.
Well, I was saying, like, I thought it was odd that she had a gray streak in her hair. Not that she would be the first one to go gray, because she would, but I felt like she would be vain enough to dye her hair.
No, age with grace. She has no shame in being old. She will wear it like a badge of pride.
And that's why she wears that frumpy cape to cover up all of her wrinkles.
It is not frumpy. That is how old ladies dress, and it is elegant. You're just jealous because she's a successful businesswoman who still has all her hair.
Listen here. If any other character rolled up looking like that, you would have been roasting them.
Like anyone else could pull it off.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh,
Heather,
only
admit,
freaking Rarity can. Don't
just admit
freaking
that
at
you are
me.
horribly, horribly biased. Like to an.
Do you think I care that I'm biased? I love my bias.
Rarity isn't even a very good character.
Bronny, I can banish you from this chat right now. You're speaking
sure
some
you could, but
straight
you
up
won't.
heretical things.
This is the way you become single, Bronny.
And you can.
This is
you
the way
can
you lose it
silence
all.
Me. You can silence me, but you can't silence the truth.
It's not the truth. You're biased too.
How am I biased? When have
You're
I ever
completely
been...
biased. If my stance on this can be biased, so is yours, because it's completely.
Heather, doesn't
was
make
saying,
any sense.
if she
You're the
was
type of
saying
person
this
to
stuff
be
about
biased, and I am
Applejack,
always
Brawny, you
objective.
wouldn't be complaining.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
what did you say, sweetie? I
If
was
she
too
was
busy saying things
praising
that were important.
maybe shush, Brawny. If she was praising Applejack, you wouldn't be complaining.
And also, it's a completely subjective thing. And I'm just lording over my authority because Rarity's my girl and this is my space, and you'll just shut up. But what I say is gospel. Draw a leaf.
Okay, Heather.
Yay! Wait.
You better get used to saying "Okay, Heather" a lot.
Yeah.
That's a typical couple thing.
I do say that a lot, just because it becomes not worth it.
It's conditioning.
You know what you say a lot? You say
What?
"indeed" a lot, or "all right" in it.
Yeah, that's.
What's weird is I inherited that after he started saying it so much, and I'm like, oh no, I'm being conditioned.
You've also started making puns, which is just warms my heart.
Disgusting. Alright, I gotta start over because I completely lost track of what I was doing. Yarn over, insert through the hook, yarn over, draw a loop through, yarn over, draw through 2 loops and 2 loops. Yeah.
Clayton wants to know if I can give him writing advice on a series. Clayton, I give writing classes for $25 a month. Let's see here. Bucket wants to know if Sweetie has a Patreon.
I have one. I haven't dusted it off in a long time because I haven't made real content, or at least none that I'm comfortable putting on Patreon.
Dude, I was the same way, but then people started putting money on there, and I'm like,
You should start a Patreon for your Twitter.
How the heck does that work?
$1
We'll
per
find
tweet?
we'll find a way.
That'd be a hell of a lot of money. I tweet a lot.
Millions! You're gonna get that Scrooge McDucky involved.
Are you talking about hiding your Twitter under a paywall?
Oh my god.
So that's something you could do. You could approve followers and stuff.
You can on Twitter, like you can make your account private, and then just people you want can look at it.
Yeah, but that's not fun.
That's no fun. But I guess if you want to be super exclusive about it, you could.
No, I wouldn't be exclusive about my tweets. They're mostly me just rambling because I'm bored.
Half double crochet in next chain.
Professor Lou says Rarity aged like a fine wine.
She is totally a wine pony.
With that coat color, I would have thought she was a fine milk.
She's a marshmallow. There we go. Yeah.
Honey Drop the Unicorn wants to know if Heather has seen the Dingo Doodle Fool's Gold D&D story.
No, my interests have kind of gotten away from D&D.
Blasphemy.
I just didn't have a lot of fun when I was playing it.
You
Blasphemy.
didn't really play with the right dungeon master.
Yeah, that's usually one of those, like, you didn't play with the right group.
I'm currently in a campaign, and my dungeon master is pretty cool.
I definitely like the concept of Dungeons and Dragons, but it hasn't worked out for me. Slip stitch.
Men in Black also thinks that
Oh.
Rarity was wearing that thick cape because she lives in Yakistan now.
Or at least that was didn't she say that was the last place she was? That suddenly does make sense.
Yeah, that is what she said last week she was. So that's what I assumed too. She was wearing the thick coat because she came from Snowy Lands. And of course she had to be
I
fabulous.
have no
about it.
recollection of that line.
Yeah, she said like something about her store in Yakistan.
Yeah. Pretty sure that was her opening line. Like it was why she was late, was because she was coming from that far away.
That must be a big store.
So Megan's got a discussion topic for us here. She says, I'm still working at Home Depot and I've met some Karens. So what do we think about our generation's latest racial slur?
Honestly, I get where it comes from. It sucks to be someone who's named Karen.
Oh, Karen. Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, it's been a thing. I feel like the first time I've heard Karen used in the way it is Actually, it's from Dane Cook's comedy sketch a while ago. He was talking about like, it's like, think about your oldest group of friends, right? And I've found that in every group of friends, there's one person that nobody likes. There's one person that your hobby as a group is when they're not around to be like, gosh, I hate, to cut them down. For instance, Karen. Karen is always a douchebag. There's always a Karen, and she's always a bag of douche. And your job and your little Ford is to be like, whenever she's around, like, God, Karen, I can't stand her. She's such a douchebag. And then she comes in, you're like, hey, Karen. What's up, Care?
I've always
Yeah, I
found that to
remember
be
that
ridiculous.
joke. You know what's funny though is I grew up. My parents' next door neighbor is named Karen, and she's like the most anti-Karen person you could possibly imagine. She's just so nice.
Hmm. What'd you do?
He didn't tell me he got it. Dusty got his mask.
Oh, did you send him one?
Yeah,
Did you take a selfie?
he did. Yeah, you want to see?
Yes. What is it?
It's his OC.
Oh my god.
So, Brian, I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
I kind of missed a good chunk of what was going on. I pulled out my Yamaha and I started practicing. What's going on?
We started talking about Karens.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Karens. I don't know. To me, it seems like it's just one of those convenience descriptors. Like, it might not necessarily. It definitely isn't correct all the time, but it's just kind of.
It's very good to be like,
Convenient.
so I dealt with a Karen just now, and that just sums up everything you just dealt with. And somebody's
Yeah,
just
it
like,
does.
oh, bam.
Because it's not like
Basically.
every time you meet a Karen, you assume she's like that, or assume that whoever you're dealing with's name is actually Karen.
Yeah.
It's more
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
they're being such a. I feel like it's more like a douchebag type of thing. It's like, they're being such a Karen.
Yeah, it's like that. Then
I
you don't
lived
have to
with
say
a
it for
I lived with a Karen once for a few months, and nowadays, like at least once a week, I'm like, man, I really should have inflicted some physical harm on her the last time I saw her. Like that's how bad it was.
It's just. I had something else in mind. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it. Like, boomers being offended by the fact that their term is being used in a pejorative type of way.
Hmm.
I think it's great comedy. I love how they're what's the word I'm looking for? Co-opting for a problem that I don't think really exists.
Yeah, but
It's great. I love
I've never actually met someone who was offended by the term boomer.
it. I think most boomers aren't aware of its usage. I feel.
Boomer?
Mhm.
No, yeah, they are.
Oh.
The term baby boomer has been around since they were kids.
Yeah, but
No, but I mean like the way and the tone and how it's being used, like how it's being used scornfully.
Yeah, but I don't know. My parents, I don't think they understand. Like, they probably don't know because they're not on Twitter. But at the same time, my mom especially is understanding. She's like, well, yeah, we had it easy. She's like, yeah, in our day, we had everything we ever needed. You
A
guys
lot of
don't. I
boomers
get it.
aren't
Like
going to recognize that. My mom especially.
Yeah. Like she
I
does.
think. Go ahead, sweetie.
No, go ahead.
I think we mischaracterize the actual age group of boomers because if I remember correctly, the baby boom happened from like
1945
1945.
onward. So like
Yeah,
1950.
yeah. I was gonna say 55, but
Mhm.
yeah. So that would make actual baby boomers anywhere between 70 and 85 years old right now.
No, the other way around. They're 75 to 65 to 75. They are currently in the target demographic for COVID. Are all boomers.
well,
No, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I haven't heard? Like I've only heard it online. I've never heard someone IRL refer to coronavirus as the boomer remover.
it's a
Oh, I've
heard
never
that
heard that
once.
before, but it's
Really?
understandable. No, I mean I've thought about it. Like, I've made the connection in my head. I'm like, oh damn, the boomers are the ones at most risk.
But like that phrase,
I've
boomer
never-
remover,
yeah, I've never
that's
heard that
been
phrase.
That's been around for a little bit. It's kind of like I've seen it floating around on Twitter. I don't know. It was kind of funny for a minute. It was like, oh, boomer remover.
Well,
oh wait, that's sad.
Yeah, I'm like, given that my parents are boomers and I am legitimately scared for their health
It's
and
like-
safety,
It's kind of like
I'm
in
not
that
like
taste.
yeah. I was like, I'm not like blaming the people who made it. How dare you make that joke? It's just like I would too real for me, too real for me.
It's a bit.
All comedy is based in reality, so yeah.
Yeah, so eventually, there's a time where there's a joke when I'm like, I don't find that funny. I get why you made the joke, but I don't find that funny.
Yeah,
that's too real.
they all say comedy is tragedy plus time, and right now it's just tragedy. Let's give it
Yeah.
some time.
Give it a little
Make
bit
this
of time.
equation work.
Yeah.
Would that be that, like, if I was using math, that tragedy equals comedy minus time? So what's that?
What?
Tragedy.
If you made it, it's like
tragedy
mathematical
plus time,
equation.
Heather.
Comedy plus time
No.
equals no. Tragedy plus time equals comedy. So if you rearrange that equation and like you'd minus the time from that side.
Yeah,
to
comedy
the
minus time equals tragedy. And
So what is that in life?
so that would be like if someone, for instance, made a joke about the Holocaust, but if you made it during the Holocaust, it's very out of taste. It's really not in taste really now, but
I was
like
just
you can
going
make
to
like
say.
you can make jokes about Hitler, for instance, and it'd be funny. But at the time when Hitler was reigning and still actually causing pain, it may not have been quite as funny.
So what would time equal?
Time would equal comedy minus tragedy.
So nothing.
So nothing, yeah. There would be nothing but the outstretch of time if there was never tragedy and there was never comedy to make light of it. We would have nothing but the outstretch of time.
I don't know what to do with this information. There's something here that I'm not.
Just wallow in your existential concern, in your existential crisis and trying to wrap your head around the fourth dimension.
Oh my god. It's because freaking Adult Swim keeps doing that on their bumpers. Have you done on demand on our cable for an Adult Swim show?
No.
And they keep putting these weird bumpers. They get really existential. It's like you're watching TV, your favorite show's on, and then suddenly the main character looks up at you straight in the eye, and suddenly you feel weird about it because now they're watching you, and it feels like a creep is watching you. Well, that's how they feel all the time because you're watching the TV like a creep, and I'm like, what? And then it's like, then the narrator honestly like trips on some opioids or something. Like he goes like, you watch TV and suddenly something strange starts happening, and he goes like, oh wait a minute, oh god, it's happening. I'm finally starting to trip. Okay, I can get through this. Do you guys hear that? Oh my god. He just starts having a trip, and I'm like not sure what's going on with Adult Swim anymore.
I've seen that in a few shows. I think I didn't actually watch the show. I saw the clip on Twitter, one of the Sonic shows, where it's like, I don't know, she makes a semi-fourth wall breaking joke, and she's like, well, yeah, but why would you do that? It's like, oh, in case anybody was watching out of context, she goes, you see them too, and then looks directly at the camera.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
with
oh,
the
shit.
teacup, with the teacup.
Yeah,
thing.
with the teacup thing, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Freaking the Sonic Boom cartoon is doing weird shit.
I haven't watched the show in its entirety, but the clips I see, I'm like, that's hilarious.
I like how freaking
It's
Knuckles
just
is a
another
feminist.
meme farm.
Oh yeah, the
I figured you'd
feminist
be all
thing,
for
yeah.
it.
That was
Yeah, the
funny.
soccer brothers, you're actually putting women down by saying that,
Yeah.
implying that they couldn't be
Generally,
that good to begin
generally
with.
the
Yeah.
worse a show is, the
I'm saying
better
it's the exception
a
and not the
meme
norm.
farm it becomes.
What?
I said generally the worse a show is, the better of a meme farm it becomes.
Yeah,
so
that's why
like
I haven't
most,
watched the show, because I'll probably be disappointed.
most animes, SpongeBob, Simpsons, Family Guy, Sonic Boom, and just the list goes on.
I'm more stumped by the fact that you said SpongeBob in the same breath as anime.
SpongeBob
Yeah.
is anime.
I mean, I'm talking about bad shows, so
DTR.
yeah.
Is that a
The
band?
Office.
I'm not a super big fan of
Scrubs.
The Office.
Lennon Black says, just dropping in to say hello and show my love. You all stay safe.
Yo, bye Lennon, loved having you. What is DTR? Is it down to rodeo?
Yes.
Double, triple crochet. Aw.
Retro Gamer Kevin says,
Double,
hey, it's
triple
Heather
crochet.
and Sweetie Bloom.
God, they're bringing out the big guns. This is just her hair. This is one lock of her hair. Double, triple crochet for how many?
see DJ throwing shade at people on Twitter, and I gotta say I don't disagree.
No, he's right. People
In
on
5
Twitter are
chains.
horrible.
Yeah.
5 chains. Oh. Double.
Show us what you're looking at, Heather.
Okay, well, it's all like little. It's gonna look small, but basically, I was looking through the pattern, and the next thing I gotta do is DTR in the next 5 chains. DTR stands for double triple crochet. In the next 5 chains, it's gonna be the most complex, convoluted. It's gonna
So
be.
complex you can't even finish your sentence.
Oh, there it is. Double triple crochet. The DTR. It reminds me of BTR, which is Big Time Rush. They've been having a lot of memes on Twitter lately. It's a boy band. My God, look
Which
how
is
big
another
that
reason why
paragraph
Twitter is
is for freaking triple crochet. That is what I'm gonna
surprised,
do.
Rhoda, you're not like
5
more,
times.
I don't know, defensive of Twitter, considering your position on the meme compass is a bit of a normie.
Oh, did you see mine, Brandon?
Yeah, I thought you were more wholesome than anything else.
Why the hell am I wholesome? That doesn't make any sense for me.
Probably
Well,
because I
you
see you retweet those wholesome memes all the time.
I know
Well, you
Bronny
see-
likes them.
You see, Brandon. The problem is that I am a conservative Christian. Therefore, I'm not allowed on the internet at all.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case, sweetheart.
How are you here right now?
If anything,
The power of belief.
Normal.
Yeah, the double.
Yeah, like I'm sure when the internet was first a thing, that'd be well. Actually, not necessarily because the internet was first created for the military, and a lot of conservative Christians are in the military. So no.
Yeah, double triple crochet is the tallest stitch used in this book. Oh, it starts with a disclaimer.
Disclaimer: I'm so sorry for what you're about to
I
do.
don't.
Disclaimer: you're about to freaking do some witchcraft with yarn. You make a pentagram with yarn. What did I summon?
Ronnie, what is Ray and the Lilies? Please ask me about that. I don't know any of these things.
I don't know. They've been mentioning that a few times, and I've been ignoring it because I don't know anything about it.
What did they say?
Ray and the Lilies?
Really? I don't know what it is either.
No,
I
what
have
is?
no idea what
Ray
that
the
is.
Lilies?
How is it spelled?
I don't know. Maybe it's further out.
They have their
Yes.
putting avocado on my sandwich. How's
Good
it
job.
make you feel?
You're disgusting.
I don't understand how you could be a millennial now.
Oh yeah, right there. Ray and the Lilies.
I don't know what you said regarding Ray and the lilies. I know that her favorite, Ray's favorite flower is Casablanca lilies, which I think was the creator's favorite flower, if I recall correctly.
What
From
is this?
Sailor Moon.
Oh!
Ray as in Sailor Mars.
Sailor Mars. I remember them by their planets, not their names. That just goes to show you're more hardcore.
Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta. There's Uzagi, there's Amy, there's Ray, there's.
I've mostly watched the American version. I know.
Okay, fine. There's Serena, there's Amy, there's Ray, there's Lolita, there's Mina.
Do you think because they Americanized it, they spelled Ray like R-A-Y?
No, it was R-E-I. Still R-E-I. They did spell Amy differently though. Like it was
an I?
No, they spelled it with Y in the American, where it is spelled with an I in Japanese.
You know, it's because when I see one with an I think Ami, like from.
It is basically Ami.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cuter.
But yeah, everyone in America goes Amy.
As you do. It is 4 times as tall as the single crochet and is used for some of the mains and forelocks. Yep, there goes the skimmer for the first. Wrap the yarn around the hook 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nuts. This is extreme.
You can do it.
So you have 3 twists in the working loop on the hook shaft. Insert hook into next chain or stitch. In it goes. In it goes. Come on, you can do this.
Battleship Agincourt wants to know how have conditions been at the shelter, sweetie?
Okay. I mean, we still aren't overcrowded, but it's like if the management decides that they want intake to be stressed at all times, no matter what. You know, because we have the lowest numbers we've had in a long time, and I'm like, great. So we want to keep the number of animals or dogs we have in the shelter under 250 at all times, even after the COVID thing's over. And we're like, are you out of your goddamn mind?
That's not happening.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not happening. Like, that is never going to happen. What is wrong with you? You know, but yeah, so they've been on our case about that. We don't have a lot of staff because we split our staff in half, which is fun. No, it's not fun.
Sounds painful.
But yeah, but at the same time, we don't have. Though I learned slightly disturbingly because I watched a conference, well, like a presentation for shelters regarding the COVID situation, and at some point they asked us, you know, those of us who are viewing, is like how many, you know, because they're talking about how basically we're being overly cautious about the whole thing as far as animal care is concerned. And it's like for instance, how many of you guys have actually received animals from COVID positive cases? And I'm seeing people from California, New York going, we haven't received a single one. We haven't received a single one. And I'm going, we've had at least 7. And like that, I was sort of like, it's still low numbers, don't get me wrong, we're not overrun. But I'm still like, why the heck are we having so many? Like, what?
Well, it's
Maybe
pretty
they're
simple, sweetie. You can't have any positive cases if you don't do any testing.
True, and some of them were like suspected positive cases. Like there were 2 cats I remember. We didn't know it was COVID. It was more the person decided to self-quarantine themselves, then they passed away, and it wasn't clear how they passed away. So we kept the cats quarantined until we got the news back. No, it wasn't COVID. And we're like, okay, never mind.
Oh, that's
Put the cats on the floor. So I guess a couple.
Should we talk about the demon, the new demon that's infesting your house now?
I assume you're referring to Big Mac, and he's not a demon. He's a shy boy.
He's a little fat baby.
He's a fat baby. Yes.
Where's
All
Knife?
cats are demons.
Well, Knife. By the way, I don't think I told you this. Knife is not taken to him. She bat him.
She bat him when?
So, like, one of the things they mention for slowly introducing them is, like, having the door slightly open.
I noticed you were doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it at the moment because Knife took the opportunity to get him. Now, he got all spooked and went under my desk. But yeah, Knife is not having it.
It
She
looks
is not
like
happy
she might
about
just
this.
be a single cat. home
I
cat
think
cat.
she's an only child, I think, guys.
Alright, sorry, Brownie, we can't have another baby, which he's
Yeah.
just rejoicing about right now.
Yeah.
He's just having a freaking little ball over there because he's like, I want pets.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Knife's like, look, a fish is all I tolerate, bitch.
She doesn't even know. She just
She
doesn't
probably
even know
doesn't.
he exists.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to like put her right there and be like, you have a brother, and she just goes, what?
What?
I don't know what that is.
Is that the weird lava lamp you got? I don't know what you're talking about.
See, look at that. So I put them like,
Nice.
they're tall.
All means.
So it's just 1, 2, 3. And
Emily Maloney says, "Hey, I'm camping right now."
camping. Man, I haven't been camping in years.
I know, right? I want to go camping again.
You need to have the skills.
Well, I need to have the equipment. I've got the skills. I just don't have the equipment. I need like a tent and stuff, and then on top of that, a place to put the tent.
Sweetie, why don't you be like one of the primitive technology clone channels and just make something out of nothing? Like literally just use the environment to build stuff.
I don't know
Yes,
what kind of
Lydia,
camping
have
you
you
think
seen
I've
those? They're
done.
really cool.
It's
Awesome.
camping,
some of them-
not
some of them-
freaking.
Like
Yeah,
some of those videos
it's not like it, Island
are
Survival.
legit fake.
Primitive
but,
architecture,
like,
right. I'm
Primitive
sorry.
technology
Sorry,
is the
sorry.
real deal.
What?
Repeat,
We're
Brandon.
talking about primitive technology.
Those are interesting videos to watch, at the very least.
Yeah, no, that's not the type of camping I did. I did the type of camping where, like, usually there's a bathroom that you can walk to. It's a long walk, but it's there. You know, that
I'd
type.
love to learn bushcraft skills. That'd be awesome.
Do you ever just watch those and realize what a lazy piece of crap you are?
Yes. I mean, there are times I think about, like, oh, yes, and then if you go back in time, you'll be the, like those movies. Like, if you go back to time and then you invent all these things that you know from the future. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know how half the crap I use works. Like, I couldn't go back in time and invent the cell phone. Like, I don't know. How does it work? I don't know. I've got this thing. It's about this big, and it lets me Communicate with
Whatever I
people.
want.
How's it work?
Now, if
Radio
I-
waves and crap.
Now, if I could bring technology from the future into the past, which I wouldn't do because time travel is not to be meddled with in
Yes.
my book, I could just freak people out, and I think that'd be
Yeah,
fine.
until your battery dies, and then you're screwed.
And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm out, and they're like, get the witch!
Right?
Have the whole village fear me, and that's why the Salem witch trial started, because I was such a dick. They're like, oh, witches.
Alrighty then. Brandon, what were you saying?
What I think about mostly when I watch those videos is I just think about how many people must have gotten like injured, ill, or died figuring like all that stuff out, and it's kind of amazing like how many attempts it took and like what the thought process was. Like, okay, I do this first and this should result in that, or okay, that doesn't work, that got me sick, injured, whatever, so let's try this way. It must have taken a lot of trial and error, and I think that's what amazes me the most.
Yeah, and that's a real thing. I mean, think about like carrots. Before they were selectively bred, they just looked like very skinny beets, right? And then there was, you know, and you take that and you put it next to something like a mayapple, which is extremely poisonous, and they look very much alike. So, yeah, we definitely lost a few people taking a bite out of a taking a bite out of a carrot, taking a bite out of a mayapple, thinking it was a carrot.
Louis, we're talking about food. Tell us how dumb it is people eat spicy food because that's food saying, hey, don't eat me.
You're talking to a person who eats spicy food.
Yeah, I know, I love spicy food. Now insult it. Why can't I press buttons?
I'm not gonna insult spicy food just because you told me to.
What if I ask nicely?
Double no.
Oh, I don't want to use my F word yet.
It's okay.
You
You
know-
didn't.
you
You
know-
didn't add
you
the
know
K
who
at the
you're
end, so it's
speaking
fine.
to?
I picked up 4 pennies today. It was a great day for looking down at the floor and finding pennies. So I have 4 curses.
I didn't realize they were pennies. I didn't realize how cheap these curses were.
Oh yeah, bring some pennies, put them in the jar. Curse as much as you want.
I don't think that's how it works.
Works like that here.
I feel like, pennies should be like, shoot but not shoot. And then, I feel like the F word should be a quarter.
You mean shit?
Yes. But now you have to pay a penny.
Give me a quarter.
I'm not paying anything.
Just go down in the
Alright.
description. The swear jar's right there. Give me a
Oh,
dollar.
Heather, speaking of payment,
Yes.
how far along in the kazoo cover are you?
Not very far. Freaking work has been beating me in the bad word this week because of month end. I'm actually putting together a video for it.
Oh, fun.
So, give me some time. I'm going to try my best to work on it this weekend and this upcoming week. I'll
Give me
have
about a
it.
year until it's done.
So, it's going to be a thing that's happening. Don't pay me until it's made. Alright, what the heck was I doing? Double crocheted next to. Alright, I can do that. I just need to remember where I am.
Battleship Agincourt wants to know if Sweetie has ever gotten personally attached to one of the animals at the shelter.
Yeah, there have been a couple times. I think one that was my favorite was a dog we ended up naming Ninja. She was adorable, right? So, first of all, she comes in a dog trap, and you never know what you're going to get with dogs in a dog trap because they could be feral as hell. She wasn't. She was just very shy, so I had to basically, it was one of those things where I had to basically go in the dog trap with her, and I'm sort of like, gee, I hope you're not feral because I'm sort of screwed if you are, but I ended up pulling her out, and she was okay. Absolutely covered in ticks. But the reason we called her Ninja is because, I had this cart, and the cart has, a top part and a bottom part. And I had the dog trap on the top part because it couldn't fit on the bottom part. And I was taking it out and, taking it out the door while leaving her in the room. And little did I know, and there were other dogs in the hallway, and they weren't saying nothing. But my coworker comes and looks at the cart and goes, "What the fuck?" Because she is on the bottom part. She's trying to get out, and I'm just like, "Sweetie, what are you doing?" So we ended up calling her Ninja because she tried to ninja her way out of there. But she was a sweet thing. I was very happy when she got adopted.
Yay!
I mean, she was a cute little puppy, so it, just needed to get rid of all the ticks, and she was good.
I like looking at
DJ
puppies.
Skywalker says that when he heard us talking about spicy food, he always, or whenever he hears people talking about spicy food, he always thinks about the story of the spicy soup that I had at BabsCon that one time, and how he was disappointed
Sure.
that he didn't get to see me try out that soup in person.
Ah, that soup. They don't have that soup anymore.
No, yeah, because we went there. Because I told him that story, and he thought it was so funny that later when we went, the next time we went to BabsCon, we went to the Elephant Bar, and he was like, "You have to order the soup now," and he's one of my best paying patrons, so I was like, "Well, frick, I guess I have to."
For money.
And so I called the waiter down, and I was like, "Listen, there used to be something on this menu called the buffalo clam chowder, and I don't see it here anymore. Do you guys not have it? It's been a few years since I've been here." And they're like, "No, we don't have it anymore."
Probably because after that
so
incident,
yeah.
they were like, "Oh man, are we gonna get sued?"
So yeah, I did not have to suffer again, and people who like spicy food have daddy issues.
Shouldn't you love spicy food then?
No, my father and I get along great.
I am your father.
Except that you can't tell him your true identity.
Well, that's the thing he has with his mother too, so it's a mommy-daddy thing.
Yeah, parental issues.
If I think about it, yeah, I have daddy issues,
Yeah, you do have daddy
and
issues.
I will
no offense.
never address them.
Yeah. I'm like, no offense, sweetheart, you do, yeah.
I have a complex.
I have mommy issues, so
We
I
all
don't really
have
know
our
what that
complex.
means, but
I have issues.
I could have taken it out by dancing the pole, but I was
Yep.
too fat, so I didn't do that.
oh, bullcrap.
Hey, you know what those dancers do?
Yes,
Have you
and
seen
that's what
that?
keeps them in shape. So if you'd
You have to
actually
have
taken up pole
Olympic-
dancing.
I thought
You have
about
to
it.
have
I was looking at
Olympic
gyms, but I
body
also saw like,
strength
oh,
to
there's
be
a
a
pole
pole
dancing
dancer.
studio. Way too expensive to learn. How do strippers afford that?
Well, first they're sluts. I don't know. I shouldn't
Let's
say
make
that,
money.
sorry. I shouldn't say that. There are some legitimate pole dancers.
That's a respectable
Yeah, it's a
profession.
respectable profession that unfortunately not a lot of people respect.
Actually, is it Is that another thing we Americanized and screwed up was pole dancing?
Probably.
It feels like something America did. We
Yeah.
made
No,
it
we
a
did
slut
that
thing.
we did that to ballet.
Damn it!
When the heck was ballet slutty?
Ballet was the original pole dancing, and then somewhere along the line it became a sophisticated art.
What?
Ooh, I'm gonna make a banana.
What about a banana?
Apparently, it wants me to whip stitch this into a banana shape. It's an interesting sentence to have said. Whips.
So Megan McGonagall had to sign off. She's got work tomorrow. Have a good night.
Night.
Bye.
And
she got work on
Brandon's
Sunday.
internet just went down.
Brandon died.
I got work on a Sunday.
Get
that sucks.
wrecked.
But it's good.
That's what you get for not being the real Brandon.
That.
Well, who is the OG Brandon? Is it a biblical name?
My Brandon's the OG Brandon.
Probably. Brandon. No, Brandon sounds like an Irish name. I think it is an Irish name.
Because it sounds like Brendan, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like the two names.
I know of
came from the
Brendan,
same-
but
Looks like
I don't know.
diagonal slash.
My name
marks.
was almost Brandon.
At the end of the piece, or does it have the edges?
To Celtic, Anglo-Saxon.
Speaking
ha,
of
ha,
Brandon,
ha, ha.
I've returned.
Brandon, give a name.
we're talking about Brandons, not
From
Brandon.
two possible, three separate
Said
sources,
Brandon.
two Celtic and the other
That's
Anglo-Saxon.
why you're a Brendan. You're more of a
Most
Brendan.
people's names do not have any connection or lineage to any of these sources, and use them as if they were the same name. The instances of Celtic origins, it is either a variant of the Irish masculine given name Brendan, basically only spelled weird because it's Gaelic, or descended from the old Welsh name Bran, meaning crow. The Anglo-Saxon origin is the surname Brandon. Yeah, so basically it's Celtic.
So it says to whip stitch the edges together to make a banana shape. But like this?
Get on the banana
like,
boat.
Or like this.
I think you were right the first time.
Oh.
I think makes more sense to me.
Bananas!
It's like, yeah, I would consider this a banana. I wouldn't consider
Oh, that
Yes,
would-
hey,
oh,
I'm
that other thing
glad
was.
Yeah.
that Bagorna acknowledges my existence. Hi, Bagorna.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Brandon. No. He's just other Brandon.
I'm gonna have another water. I'll be right back.
From now on, I'm gonna call you Brenda.
You know, I'm really tired of it being hot.
Have you tried not living in a place that's hot?
I thought California was hot, so I moved over here in Arizona, and it's hot. So I'm gonna try moving to Florida,
What?
but I think Florida's gonna be hot.
Try Alaska.
Okay.
Alaska gets pretty hot too. Their
Well,
summers can be brutal.
It's almost
Mhm.
like summer is just kind of a natural thing to occur, and we should
It's,
enjoy it.
I don't
it's
like it.
spring.
I don't like it.
Hey, Louis, I'm talking about the future.
I'm talking about the present.
You got me a present?
Well, you see what? You know what? That's like. Have you ever written those essays
I
in
didn't make this
history?
long enough.
They have that whole format.
I think
kind
I
of
was
forgot
seeing
it.
it loop around the back. Is it supposed to do that?
Stop, look to the future, go to the past, singer. You're the zinger, but you're forgetting to go to the past.
It's okay. I just pull this out and start over.
I don't have a time machine.
Ah.
I mentioned that. I've been listening to a lot of ancient music recently. I've just been on a big kick. I don't know why.
Oh, I've been listening to music lately.
What kind of music have you been listening to?
I've been listening to that album I showed you the other day, Nate Wants to Battle, that new 2020 album he came out with. It's just him collabing with so many people. Like, some of the songs are just him standalones, but I'm interested, like, in the ones where he collaborated with Ninja Sex Party and then Aaron Hansen
Of course you are.
and Caleb
Heather,
Piles.
Heather, I sent you Hymns of Nemesis, and I called the instruments in there ancient kazoos, and I thought you'd appreciate it, but I never got a reply back.
I never saw that. Huh. I probably would have.
I sent it to you through text. I said ancient kazoos, and there's a YouTube link to Hymns of Nemesis.
And it's probably another one of those things I saw while I was on my way out from work, and I'll be like, I'll check it later. And I didn't.
But see, that was your first mistake, saying you check it later.
I never check it later. So it's supposed to be something like this.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You see, Brony, she never commits to anything.
I have very bad commitment issues, okay?
I've never
I
had
have
that
daddy
problem
issues.
with
Leave
her.
me alone.
I think she just doesn't like you.
That's entirely possible.
I don't not like you. I just have trouble
No,
committing to
it's fine. I got it. What is this, Brony?
Bigorna says we should try Patagonia. It's cold, it's dry, and it's full of Argentinians that hate British people.
Does that mean they like Americans? I mean, not necessarily, but like, normally people hate Americans coming anywhere.
Well, Americans are just a better version of British people, so
It's,
I don't see the problem. Americans are just lazy Canadians.
It's that lazy part that pisses people off.
Well, yeah, no, what's funny, I remember seeing something that Hugh Laurie said about, like, coming to America. He's like, no, it's funny because, you know, living in England, you get this idea that, like, Americans are these lazy people who want everything handed to them, right? And no, the truth is they're really hard-working people who want everything handed to them. You know, it's like, they work really hard and then they expect the world, you know, but at least they work hard for it.
Well, just know that, unlike in the land of tea, you don't need a license to just watch TV.
You need a license.
Yeah, you need a
to watch
to
TV.
to get TV basically.
What?
Like you can get a television, but you won't you won't get a cable feed unless you have a license.
You basically need a license for just about anything.
And I wonder why
No,
people
not
find-
just about anything. I think the television is really the only weird thing.
So
No,
weird.
you
Why?
need, there was a lady that used
But yeah, my
to
mom needed to get one.
like sing. She was a grocer, and she would like sing for people while she was bagging up their groceries. And the freaking police came in and told her she had to get a permit for singing.
That's true in some places. That happened to my sister actually, because like in California, you can go on the street and you can sing, and that's fine. And I think she lost a bet or something, and so as the dare part of the bet, she had to go out and sing on the streets of New Orleans, and she didn't think there was anything wrong with that, so she did that. And yeah, sure enough, like cops came out, it's like you need a performer's license to do that.
What I want to know about that lady at the grocery store is who reported her.
Mm-hmm.
Who was just like, this lady is singing at the grocery store.
That's kind of thing. There are
Yeah,
a lot of
where's
laws
the-
that are.
Where's the freaking Karen?
Yeah, where exactly? Where's the Karen that went? Oh my god.
I'm
Oh,
offended.
don't use
I'm
Karen, that's
mostly
a
mad that I
slur
can't
now.
sing that good.
I'm
Nope.
using it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
use it
use
just
Karen.
as much as I use all the other slurs that I use.
Oh, go ahead. Give me another slur.
Act like one.
This is a weird banana.
It is a weird banana, but it's a banana.
Banana nonetheless. Alright, into the box of pieces.
You're just.
He's
you're
gonna be
just a
so
person.
mad when I give him this. It's gonna be great. You'll get to join in the joy.
Louis, how could you say that?
this. It took hours. Yes.
Now, Louis, you can't say person. That's our word.
You know what? I'm offended.
You gonna cry about it?
Cry about it like a little baby boy? Like a little piss boy?
Cry in a cup, little bit.
No, because that would make me a Karen.
It's just, I
Man.
guess we just needed a word for like middle-aged white lady who's a jerk.
Oh, but wait, hold on. Bagorna, I think he's going over
Oh, with red.
British kind of terms. How we say gasoline and they say petrol.
Oh yeah, petrol.
Or is it kind of like we say aluminum, they say aluminium.
They say aluminium. They say rubbish bin. Things like that.
Or instead of like library or garage, they'll say like garage.
They
Yeah,
spell
Karens.
color with a U.
The color with the U. Spell a lot of things with the U. Lots of U's.
Like behavior.
Lots of E's too. There are E's at the end of words.
America just went like, I'm so sick of all this.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like we say, oh, you know, England's so different. It's like, nah, it was America who's like, well, we're gonna have our own language, but not really, but kinda. So screw you.
It's that attitude
What?
that makes me love this country.
Yeah, but one combination of words that always confuse me because I see as an American, the English are the proper and the Americans are kind of the lazy. But then you have things like lift and elevator. Because like in England, it's a lift cuz it lifts things. And America's like, "Well, that's not cool. We're going to call it an elevator." Because it elevates things. Like, when did we become all prim and proper?
They're just the.
Whatever
They're
British
pretty
is, we're
much
gonna
the
do
same
different.
word, and I don't think either of them do the device justice because it can go down too.
All right, we'll call it the uppy down.
Well, yeah, it can go down, but, like, I mean, I can imagine it was invented. The amazing part was that it could go up. Because, like, yeah, well, how do we get all this heavy stuff down? Well, you just push it down a ramp. How do we get all this heavy stuff up? Well, we have this mechanism with pulleys that helps us pull it up. It probably the original lift didn't really do much when it came to coming down.
You just dropped it.
You just dropped it. It's just like,
You're
there
like,
it is.
Yeah, that part's
It's down.
impressive, but going up though.
Going up. That was amazing.
You see, and that's why I love escalators, is because the name actually describes what it does. And going up an escalator is pretty fun. But I hate people that go down escalators because I'm condescending.
I want to take you to the
That's
Come
mall.
on.
twice
now.
tonight. That's
you
twice
don't-
tonight I've gotten someone to laugh at my puns.
You don't laugh. It fuels them. You just don't laugh. It's not that hard. Just don't laugh.
It's a pity.
Brandon, you've laughed at one of my puns tonight, so just
I
shut up.
hate myself.
It's a pity laugh. He needs them every once in a while.
If you need me, I'll be not here.
Okay.
Okay, you have a
He
good one.
keeps
I would
ditching
run.
us. He was here earlier too.
Oh, he was? How dare you,
Goodbye,
Louis?
He just keeps going in and out.
Oh, we miss you when you're gone.
I was here before the thing started.
Yeah, you
How
were.
dare.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to pop up in the middle, say how's it going, and then say bye, and
We had a conversation instead. I love to sing crochet.
So, Clayton says that the British call the bathroom the loo, and I
The-
thought they called it the wash closet.
Well, first of all, it's water closet, not wash closet, and that's
That's
not
weirder.
that's not necessarily true. all of Europe, you will find, if you go to Europe, you will see WC as an acronym for a bathroom. Now, that's the same way as a restroom over here. Very rarely we're like, I'm going to use the restroom. It's very rarely that someone actually says it. It's the same in England. Someone very rarely says, I'm going to the water closet. It doesn't know. It's just a thing that's like on signs and train stations and stuff. You'll see WC, and that means there's a bathroom. Loo is actually usually the slang for it. Yeah, I was like going to the loo. They'll say bathroom too. It's not like they don't know what you're talking about when you say bathroom. They'll also say toilet. They'll say toilet, which I think makes more sense because we say bathroom regardless of the presence of a bath. You know, but they're like, oh, I'm going to the toilet. That's usually their the slang that I hear most of.
I remember being
Because
confused
what
as
I
a
think is that
child
bathroom is
and
kind
going
of
into
the,
like a sporting goods store
is kind of like,
and seeing the
regardless of what's
the
there,
name
there's an
restroom
implication
because I
of
put it
hygiene.
together rest and room very young like
Right.
like grade
So like
school.
it's a nap room, right?
So I'm like restroom, like a restroom, and I always saw men's. I'm like, men get a restroom, but girls don't. I'm a young feminist. I want a restroom.
You have a restroom. It's just usually.
I was like, I want one with naps though.
Yeah.
It's like, gosh, that is so considerate of this chicks store. When chicks then became dicks. Oh, they transitioned.
Yeah, they transition.
It was a lovely transformation. A triple.
I miss the powder room.
No, you don't.
Is it really just a room to powder your nose in?
Sweetie, I
No,
need to go
actually, the
powder
powder
my
of the
nose.
powder room refers to powdering wigs.
That makes sense. Then my next guess would have been babies.
That would make sense.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a baby. It's probably for the better.
Seen my toddlers that my sisters take care of. Not really babies, was the closest I got.
No, my life's been dominated. My life was. Thank you for taking
Honestly,
me out. Dominated by
Who
small
above the
children and
age
babies.
of, I don't know, 12 says the little girls or little boys room?
Huh? What was the question?
How some people call it bathroom like the little boys / girls room.
Oh, yeah,
Who above
that's-
like 12 says that now?
Yeah, I mean they do if they have kids. Like it's something you say when for like teaching kids about. Oh, we're going to the little so and so's room.
I'm just gonna say men's bathroom.
Cause you're a man.
I don't know why we don't just call it what it is.
That's what.
Target practice.
That's because it's only that for men.
I don't know. Some women have problems. Not you. I want to make that clear. I was
I
not
will say
being
right now, I'm not.
I was not being passive aggressive about it. I was talking about my sister.
Okay, because I was gonna say, hold on.
No, I forgot. The past year I've been living with you. No. Yes. No.
Well,
Bam.
okay, got it. I think I understand now. Okay.
You're like, okay, message received, Heather.
God.
I'll check.
I thought I did. Jeez.
I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. I want to make it clear. If I'm standing right in front of you, I'm not gonna straight up go like, oh yeah, I've lived with people who like, pissed everywhere, and you're just like, what? I'm like, no,
No, we're gonna get-
you're clearly not
I
pissed
know
everywhere.
Heather, I know you don't get YouTube monetization to my knowledge, but now we're especially gonna get demonetized.
Is pissed too bad?
Pissed is actually
probably.
This is considered a low key swear word, yeah.
God damn it.
Pissed is another
I
thing
really-
actually that in England it means to be drunk.
Oh, I've heard that one.
That's still a slur, just in a different context.
It really pisses me off.
Thanks, honey.
Oh.
The boo is still the acknowledgement.
No, it's negative. It's
He
supposed to
gets
discourage
fuel
it.
from negative acknowledgement too.
It's supposed to be. It's from negative acknowledgement or positive acknowledgement. You can't win. The only thing to do is to
So
not
ignore
acknowledge it.
him.
You know what? Yeah. Well, that means he tries harder.
It's a
No,
hard.
no, no.
Brandon, we're
The
all
harder
dealing
he
with this in
tries-
our own way, okay?
The harder he tries, the unfortunate reality is the more likely he is to get at least one half chuckle
Double
from it.
crochet.
So it's a never-ending cycle.
Just fall to the dark side, Brandon.
Stop trying to hurt him, Bronny.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go practice piano to cope.
Alright, I gotta stretch my fingers. I haven't done that.
Yeah, Bronny, I thought you were supposed to be reminding her.
He's going to the bathroom to contemplate how his fate is looming over him.
No, I'm right here.
He's trying. He's really trying. Half double crochet in next chain.
So how's our progress coming, Heather?
I think it's going rather well. We made orange lock of hair and we're working on red now. Oh, half double crochet is all. Yeah. Single crochet in next chain. Oh yeah, I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
Do the slip stitch. And chain 2. Working on the other side of the flip. Okay.
So I saw on Twitter today that some of Josh's wedding photos have been posted, and those look kind of nice. Some
Yeah.
of them do.
Yeah, the
See,
one with
there's
the
a few
meat
of them
and
that
just
are
the
kind of
milk face.
overexposed, but it's
Take
not
notes
too
for
bad.
your wedding because I still refuse to let you photograph your own wedding.
I love how you think you can stop me.
I can and I will.
To be fair, he's been getting
Ooh,
very open-minded
challenge.
about my ideas lately.
Good.
He's slowly rolling over.
That's good. You gotta roll over to his side too, though. You know.
I know, which is why we are still doing medieval. Churches are medieval.
True.
I just require that maybe there be a catapult somewhere.
Not in the church. We may work
In the
like
courtyard?
reception. That's gonna
Well,
be a
we're
hell
gonna-
of
we're
an
gonna get
expense
the
for something no
catapult
one's
in the
gonna really
church.
see
We're
or
gonna
use.
get the
Ronnie,
catapult
build
in
me
the
a
church,
catapult.
And once we get done with our vows, we're just gonna load ourselves up into the catapult and launch ourselves through the church, through the stained glass window, into the car.
No. I draw the line at the stained glass window. You leave that stained glass window alone.
What if I put a new one though? Can't that
The
sounds
stained glass
awesome.
windows are usually very treasured possessions. I mean, I know in
But-
America
but
most
sweetie-
churches aren't older than like
But
100
sweetie,
years
I
old.
would
but-
sooner destroy a stained glass window than an artist such as yourself.
What?
Huh?
No, I literally didn't hear you. What?
I said I would sooner destroy a stained glass window than an artist like yourself.
Well, you're going to destroy both.
Alrighty then.
So yes, no, okay, I guess I have to be the traditionalist now since Bronny's refused to be. No catapulting yourselves.
Can we catapult outside?
No.
What if it's like a little one? We just go a few yards.
No.
Oh, come on, everyone would love it.
Not when you sprain your ankle and can't enjoy the rest of your wedding.
But like, look, like maybe just have one of those inflatable
When you get blood
obstacles.
all over your white dress, then we can talk.
Oh man.
I have
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna skydive. We're gonna skydive.
Oh wait,
with
you
balloon
can't
suits.
skydive. He's
Yeah,
fucking
I'm like,
rad.
there's no way
can't
you would do
do
that.
it.
I would be fine that you wouldn't. That'd be the great thing. I'd be like, okay, you can have your vows in the middle of the sky, do it. Sounds
Yeah.
romantic, do it.
Freaking Bronny ain't gonna do that.
No, that's just how we're gonna make our entrance into the reception.
You're not gonna do it.
No, we're gonna have the ceremony in the sky. It's gonna be you, Heather, and a priest, and we're just gonna launch you out of a plane. And so while you're falling several thousand feet, you have to say your I do's, and then you have to kiss right before pulling the parachute.
Can we launch ourselves out of the plane with a catapult?
No.
How do we fit the catapult?
You
on
know.
the
Not
plane?
fit a cat, or at least whatever plane would be big enough for that, you'd have to rent from the military.
You'd have to get an organist who can play under pressure and also play while falling.
Yeah, it'll just be the three of them. They don't need an organist.
I would love to play under pressure at my wedding.
I will agree to this.
And,
I know, right? I'm like, I'd be careful with that. If you get, Have you decided what you're
I
gonna
love-
walk down the aisle?
I love that bass line.
Since he's, I don't know if he's on the board with the Prince Ali thing, but
Oh,
you know what I
right.
want playing in church? Having heard the
And
Halo
I
theme before.
am.
You know what? Let me get you.
I'm
Because
afraid
it
of
already
heights, so-
sounds so freaking biblical. It would
Okay.
just fit right in,
That works.
and I've smoothed him
Well,
into
we could
it.
still do this Prince Ali thing again. I think we found like an organ cover of that. I remember now. We found an organ cover of Prince Ali. We could still do that.
Yeah, hold on. This has to play in the church like preluding.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
prelude.
Heather,
Mm-hmm.
Heather,
We
Yes.
can do that too.
what would be
Because of my
your
stream.
playlist for your wedding? Like, what kind of songs would you
Dude,
want?
I'm still compiling. You know what I want to play is
what do you have
Africa
so far?
covered by Ninja Sex Party because that's a near and dear song to me. We gotta have, I believe in a thing called Love in there.
Oh, that's gonna be your first dance, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what
That is
Ronnie
so
and his mom
intense
could
for a
dance to,
first
but that's gonna be a
dance.
personal thing. with them.
Yeah, that'd probably be between them. You got to think about your dance with your mom, Ronnie.
I was at a wedding where
Listen
majority
to
of the
this.
playlist was Blink-182 because the bride was a big fan of Blink-182.
Oh,
It was interesting.
I worked at a
Gonna need a
wedding
choir.
one time
Need
where
a
the
choir.
whole playlist was Disney
iconic.
and meme music, and I wanted to die.
I figured you'd thrive in that environment. You
Totally
just break
doable.
into the character
Totally
and start
doable.
dancing.
this freaking game has the
No, the
best
I know you hate Disney, but
soundtrack
like
in
memes.
any video game ever, and you can't convince me otherwise
Okay.
that it's not.
Okay.
wait, what did you say, Heather?
I was showing her the Halo theme because I wanted to like prelude to our wedding in like as people are walking in. You know the Halo theme? It's just the freaking
Yeah.
best thing ever. Like I fought him on that. I was like, we are
Yeah.
gonna have that.
Yeah, do it.
It is the
Do
most
it.
fitting thing ever.
Like, you remember, I still thought, like, I had to run up to Josh and be like, Harmager, when he had, like, organ, things from, Miyazaki. He had Miyazaki music playing on the organ for his wedding, and I was just like, oh my god, Josh, this is the best thing ever. Okay, I'm going back to my seat.
Oh my God. What was it?
I put it
Oh,
in
yeah.
the music chat.
Uh,
I'd love this. I'd love to put this in my playlist. At least the first parts.
Meanwhile, I
So,
want to...
Heather, run me down all your demands again. So you wanted Halo theme at the
A Halo
at the
theme
ceremony.
preluding the ceremony.
Then Prince Ali for her walking down the aisle.
Do 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 do. I want a medieval theme, and I want.
I think I can get you something medieval. Let me look through what I've listed.
And, a thing called love. It's got to be your first dance.
Yeah, I believe in a thing called love,
A thing called love.
and we have to put together a whole wedding playlist of what we want playing. And what else?
I just had a mental image of Sweetie giving a speech, and then breaking out into a cover of "You're Welcome" by Dwayne Johnson.
I'd have to be a maid of honor or best man for that, but sure.
You got it, Sweetie. You can be the best man.
Yay.
Yeah! You gotta wear armor though,
Okay, I'm for that.
or you know whatever's medieval and sexy.
Okay.
I told him, he was just like, I don't know who my freaking groomsman could be. Like, I could name people like 5 off the top of my head who could be your groomsman.
Mhm.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You act like you got no friends.
Yeah. See, these are the things I'm
We're
listening
gonna-
like.
Well, Christine says evening. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Christine, what's up?
Bigorna says, what about Brawny appearing in the church riding a horse and battling some people dressed as medieval warriors while Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train plays?
Yes.
That's a heck of a thing.
That's
First
good.
of all,
We can do that for
Hor-
the reception.
Yeah.
First of all, horses terrify me.
We need to get a horse.
Those are big, ugly, stupid creatures, and I want to stay as far away from them as possible.
Especially when you are a horse.
He's a pony, that's different. We need to get him a pony.
There we go.
I'm
Get
not
you a
a-
pony.
I'm not a horse, sweetie. I just play one on TV.
Heather,
Yes.
We'll have him ride a pony.
Yes.
I found a medieval walking down aisle song for you. I put it in the music channel.
Ooh, that's gonna be something to listen to.
Christine wants to know, Heather and Sweetie, did y'all like my fan art featuring the two of you together, two of you with Brogar Anthony C, Luximus, and myself.
Yeah, I liked it really much.
Was rather
I have
enjoyable.
not seen this.
It's
and I
on
feel like I
Twitter.
It's
should
on
have.
Twitter, dude.
Maybe if you checked my Twitter every
Right.
once in a while.
I know I retweeted it.
Yeah. I either liked it or retweeted it. I don't know. I saw something.
Pretty sure I did both.
Like early this morning, I saw something on Twitter that I don't want to remember, so
Oh dear.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Legitimately.
Sweetie, what's your Twitter
Okay.
handle again?
Mine? Who are you asking?
Your
I
Twitter.
was joking.
Oh, he was being.
Oh.
You'll,
I mean, you check it so rarely. I would legit think that you forgot what it was.
I was gonna say dick. Just say it.
No, I see. This is how much you just don't pay enough attention to my Twitter, where I could legitimately think you may not even be following me.
I see everything. I just don't respond that much.
Silver's the same way, and I don't know if I told you. I don't know if Heather remembers. She probably does. But when she was drunk on St. Patrick's Day, she was having me text Silver, and he's like,
Oh, I
"Tell
don't remember.
him."
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
You
What did
don't?
I say?
You were like, "Tell him he needs to like our tweets."
Okay, this is sounding somewhat familiar. I remember having a mouthful of corned beef or something.
Yeah, basically, you're like, "You need to text Silver and tell him to start liking our tweets."
You know what? I remember taking a shot of whiskey.
Yes.
First one.
She took a shot of whiskey, and it was because she wasn't like drunk immediately, but I could tell. I'm like, oh, she felt that.
I was like, oh, it's like a punch.
Okay, all I'm seeing, scrolling through your Twitter, is the family pictures with Heather the Potato and
Aw.
I don't know, some Mad Munchkin looking OC.
That's all you're seeing? Then that's way far down, kiddo. No, it's right
Oh, did I
there.
go too far?
Yeah,
You went way too far.
That's far.
That was
Okay,
days ago.
Let me scroll back up.
Double crochet.
I'm seeing a lot of gifs. I'm seeing you as an anime character.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, yeah.
Obese cats.
Yep.
A
I showed my
beaver.
coworker a picture of him.
A
She's
grumpy
just like,
cat.
Why did he get so fat?
Hercules.
Yep.
He came in just fat, right?
Yeah, he just came in fat. That wasn't us.
The
guys just loved him too much.
video of the highlights video that was half of just Heather and I together.
Further up.
Some Xena,
He's so fat in that thing.
Untamed Lands. I haven't tuned into one of those in a few weeks. I gotta start doing that again. More pictures of the cat. A Sailor Moon keychain. Did I pass it yet?
The Sailor Moon sticker right above that.
Alright, Sailor Moon sticker. Okay.
Yeah, it's that thing I got her.
Let's see here. Right above that is a gif of two bears hugging.
Are you going on my tweets and replies?
No, I'm in your media.
Media?
Not me. No, honey, May
You
tweets.
have to be on tweets.
Tweets, because like it's
'Cause
not
it's
like
not
a
my
picture she
media.
uploaded. It's not a picture she uploaded. It's something she retweeted. It's not going to show up in your media if it's someone else's media.
Yeah.
Tell me showing.
Alright, let me try this again. I don't know how Twitter works.
You're such
Apparently,
an old, you're
jeez.
such an old man.
Alright, so you go to tweets, and after my pinned tweet about BabsCon, I have a thing about garlic. I've got another thing about.
Did I send you that?
I don't know if. No, I don't think so. I think someone liked it on my
swear-
timeline.
I swear, you know what? I liked it and I meant to send it to you.
Oh. But no, yeah, that's me. Then there's something about Big Mac. Then there's me.
Found it.
Thank you. Jeez. Then there's me tormenting Silverquill.
And
Great.
you folded it.
I had a great day. Tormented Silverquill, tormented Dusty. I need to like annoy Anthony at some point today.
This this is really cute. Alright, so that was an adventure. What's going on in this?
And the lesson here is that Bronny doesn't know how to use Twitter. And he wonders why he doesn't know what's going on in our lives.
This man.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says I should ride into the wedding on an ox.
Now, are you afraid of
That would be
oxes?
Oxen.
I've
Oxen.
never been in the
Oxen.
same room as an ox, so I don't know.
I imagine if he's afraid of horses, it. It'd be hilarious. It's like, okay, Bronny, get on the
I
ox.
have a
Freak,
grip.
no!
Like an ox.
It's like, look, this is the only way Heather's gonna walk down that aisle tonight. If you're not doing it, she's just out. Get Ninja Sex Party to play our wedding.
I'm gonna come into the wedding on the back of an ox, and I'm gonna look at the priest, and I'm gonna say, I have an ox to grind with you.
Don't make wedding vows with puns in them, I gotta say.
Oh, he's going to.
That's
You
my
know he
rule.
will.
No.
What? No, no.
I'm
more
leaving.
mad
I'm gonna
because
leave
this
him
doesn't
at
make
the
any
altar. It's gonna be a dramatic thing.
I would love to see that. He's got a wedding vow full of puns, and Heather's just hikes her skirt and going down the nope.
And it's like, we ain't doing this.
And Bronny, what does that even
Brandon's
mean?
gonna be one of my bridesmen, and he's just gonna come over and punch him in the face. He's like, I'm done.
Heather, is my bridesmaid dress gonna be purple and look beautiful?
Well, first you're a bridesman, and we haven't picked them out yet. Also, if you want to go with pants, I won't be offended, but you look good in a dress. Either one.
Yeah.
It works.
I'll be wearing, pants as the best woman.
Best mayor.
Best mayor. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
If you put him in a gown of some kind, I'm just gonna be like, Heather, listen, we have to address this problem here.
Look, he can wear whatever he wants. Everyone else can shut up.
Shit, if it's purple, I'll wear it. I
Oh,
don't care.
keep in mind,
Oh.
if it's purple, he's in.
Ah, nice.
Gonna have all the royal colors. Okay, lock C with yellow. Whoa, this is like a neon
Christine
yellow.
is suggesting that we do the Con Eye Joe.
We're white. We can
How
pull it.
how about Con Eye No?
No, they should probably do Cotton Eye Joe.
Well, we're already gonna do the cha-cha slide.
Oh, of course.
You know,
they
for
gotta do the
some
cha-cha
reason,
slide.
Con Eye Joe, Call on Me, and Down with the Sickness were a lot of songs out here in PE in school. Like, none of these are particularly interesting exercise songs.
These
That is
wedding
kinda
plans keep reaching a new cotton-eyed low.
So yeah, no, that's just, I don't know. I've always been confused about the song choices in high school.
My freaking gym, you walk in there, I have to wear my earplug because, God, are they always blasting like freaking, what's that one German band that's like, they have that one song, Du hast mich, which just means you hate me.
Oh,
What
that's,
genre would
Rammstein.
you?
Rammstein.
I was gonna say that.
Blasting
I was-
that and just like other like hard to
They're
decipher
like
metal
the-
songs, and it's great. I
They're
love
like-
it.
They're like an industrial, I think, krautrock band. I know the name.
I just said Rammstein.
Yeah, I know.
Rammstein.
I'm saying I know the name, but I don't actually know what genre they are.
God, I
They're
liked
the
it's just that
industrial
one
or
song that I
krautrock?
liked a lot. It's like Du hast mich. Du hast mich sehr bad. I was like, man, Germans sound angry. Awesome. Alright, chain and 10. Oh, nuts.
Christine suggesting the chicken dance.
Nah, I don't know. That's a little too corny.
That's rather you can do the Macarena or
If
the electric flag.
If
Or the time warp.
Oh,
if I
do the
go to a
time warp.
wedding
You gotta
and
do
the
the time
chicken
warp.
dance is on the playlist, I'm just gonna walk out of it.
I wonder what time of the year we should get married.
It's up to you.
I don't know.
I mean, the armor will be hot for summer.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not a summer person either.
Yeah, so maybe a winter wedding, but not to tell you how to do it, but a lot of times winter colors are going to be darker. So
The
you
other
want
day,
more pastel
I
colors,
was
which I imagine
randomly
you
thinking
probably
about
would.
it and thought,
Maybe like a early
What were you
spring.
thinking, Brony?
That could be something.
well,
World's gonna come out to like
the other
some
day I
tons
was
of
randomly
bugs.
thinking about it and I thought, like, what if we did Halloween? But then I remembered that my sister's birthday is Halloween, so we can't do that.
Oh yeah. You
Don't
shouldn't do
try
that.
not to run into anyone's birthdays.
Yeah. Plus, like
Wait,
Halloween
wait.
weddings, like I didn't think you two were that into Halloween.
I like Halloween reasonably. Not as much as
Heather.
Halloween.
Yeah, enough to
Heather,
get married on Halloween though.
No.
Heather, I'm
Yeah.
still so mad that we can't go to a trans world.
Yeah, But Trans World is invitation only, professionals only. Screw
I'm
everyone
so
else.
mad.
We just gotta make a company and get invited.
Christina's suggesting that we should play If I Were a Rich Man.
There you go.
Ooh, yeah, Bronny, you gonna do that dance? Everyone's gotta do
Yeah.
it. That's gonna be in there. I want everyone to do it.
Nobody's gonna do that dance.
I'll do it.
I'll
Do
it.
you have any idea how much I love Fiddler on the Roof? I'll do it in a heartbeat.
I'm gonna invite all the
Unless
the
it's
only
that
people
stupid
that
pop
might-
version that they.
The only people that
If I
might
Were a
get that
Rich Girl.
reference would be Sweetie, Heather, myself, and maybe my mother.
Dancing to Fiddler? Heck yeah. That's all you need.
Awesome.
There's-
I've made my mom watch Fiddler on the Roof. She usually likes most musicals I would make her watch.
I love Fiddler. I
Fiddler's
think like the first time actually I saw it was when my sister did it for her high school, but I loved it.
And
It was
if
really
we
my
have
first-
Fiddler on the Roof music, my mother, not my mother, Nona's gonna go, is this a Jewish wedding now?
Yes.
Yeah!
That's gonna be great. We're gonna have a canopy. We're gonna have you smash wine glasses. It's gonna be great.
I'm
We're
gonna
not
smash stuff
having
regardless.
a Jewish
We
wedding.
are putting Heather on a chair. And
I
we're
would
throwing
do-
her up in the air. Like,
Yeah!
let's do it.
I just want to. That just goes to show
my
how
mom's
American
probably
I am. I want to
expecting me
steal
to
a whole
have
bunch
some
of
kind of proper
traditions.
Jewish
Yes.
wedding.
No, do it. Steal all the traditions.
I want every tradition.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's how I do it.
Have to.
Cultural appropriation. All that good stuff.
America!
We'll do the Indian tradition of having the reception be this outrageous party that goes on for like 5 days.
Okay, we can do that.
Oh, it's gonna be a rager.
I'm not gonna be there probably for the 5th day.
And there'll
because
be
later.
hundreds
It's like,
of people
look, I'm
there.
hungover like 3 days in a row.
And
Well,
it'll
it's gonna
cost
be more like,
like
look, I don't have as many
$40,000.
vacation days, y'all. What was that, Ronnie?
I said there will be hundreds upon hundreds of people there, and it'll cost upwards of $100,000.
If you're making that much money, go for it. However,
Ronnie,
please do
why
not
don't you-
delay the wedding until you're making that much money, because then you'll be 85 by the time you two are actually married.
Ronnie, why don't you just use your brony clouts and start a GoFundMe?
Oh, don't do that.
Because I do not. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I didn't even want to do that when I needed to do it.
No, you simply work within your means. You know, if we have to,
Bugorna says to make it a cowboy wedding and make everyone sit in haystacks.
everyone
Oh
say
my
what?
god.
I've been to
No,
one.
I was in haystacks, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna sneeze really hard.
Yeah, that sitting on haystacks is
Not as comfortable
it's
as it
not
looks.
fun. Yeah, it's not. It's a pain in the butt.
No,
Literally.
I imagine it's not.
Like, you basically only sit on haystacks when you literally have nowhere else to sit. Anything else is probably more appealing.
Everybody's irritable because they're getting hay fever.
Yep.
It'll only take one person to say the wrong thing before people start throwing haymakers.
Nah, I don't think that even made sense, Ronnie.
It did not.
Do better. I expect more of you, sir.
I once had a project in, I want to say, junior year of high school, where I actually had to design a wedding, and I had like an extremely limited budget, and one of the things I chose to get rid of was music, and I brought this over to a teacher to review, and she was just absolutely astounded that I chose to get rid of music. She's like, "You're gonna have a wedding in silence?" I'm like, "If it fits the budget, everyone will sit in silence."
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna give everybody here some pro-life tips. When planning your wedding, under no circumstances do you tell anybody that you are planning a wedding, because the price of any service you are booking will immediately jump by a minimum of $3,000.
That's not necessarily true, and on top of that, some places will actually go out of their way if they know it's a wedding. Like, yeah, there'll be more charge, but there'll also be more priority.
Maybe. That has not been my experience, however. My experience has been if you need to book a location, as soon as you tell them it's a wedding, the same event, the same catering, the same people goes from a few $100s to maybe a couple thousand.
to like 10,000 or something ridiculous like that. Like it jumps significantly. So my plan while planning this wedding is to not tell anybody it's a wedding.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, there'd be a
But-
lot of
but-
questions
but-
you gotta dodge.
Yeah, I mean,
but
there's
am
going to be a
I
lot of why do you need it
invited?
by this date? What, you know, like there's going to be a lot of like, yeah, well, we'll do the best we can. We'll do the best we can to get it in your timeline. But they're not going to think it's that important.
I'm not worried about caterers because I'm related to some of the best cooks on the planet.
I hope you don't mean
Yeah,
like
but you
they're
have
in
to
New
find
York.
a venue that's going to be okay with that.
Yeah, which we've done before. When my sister got married, we there was some paperwork for that.
Yeah, I was
Um,
like, you gotta. There's some legalities in that.
Yeah, there was some paperwork, but we got it taken care of.
And that's kind of depending on where the wedding's gonna be. I'd hate to make them bring food if we're having it in Florida, because all your relatives and people are in New York.
Yeah, yeah. They'd have to either cook once they got there, or they'd have to be traveling with their food, which is going to be a hassle, if not completely detrimental to the food. So then you're going to be kind of telling them to get hotels that have kitchens in them, which is going to be more expensive rooms. So.
I'm not a freaking expensive
So I
person
had
to
to
feed
look
them.
that up.
Get
Is
out
it
of
Skywalker?
there. Barbecue it.
Just get
Oh
you
yeah,
some
DJ
pizza.
Skywalker's
I know
talking
pizza.
about murder hornets. What do we know about murder hornets?
Oh, I heard about those.
Brandon knows a lot.
I never heard them be referred to as murder hornets, and now I remember what they are. I thought I effectively blocked them out of my mind. But yeah, no, that's I don't like that.
Well, there is
I
a
don't
type
like
of.
them.
Sorry. Hog wasp. Yes.
I've got some like inexplicable like fear of bees. I don't know how I got it, but I just don't like them. And like
That's not good.
I've definitely told Heather the story. I don't think I've told Brian
Yeah.
the story.
Tell me the story.
Okay, so I don't know if this even counts as trauma, but I want to say around 5th grade we used to have this little baking class. I guess it was a break between all the other important subjects, but we were making something sweet and a bee flew in. And I was already sort of kind of bothered by it, but like I was like whatever. Like after a while, and it was okay for a bit until the bee decided that the place it wanted to rest was right near my right ear. So it just landed on my right ear and it was just extremely loud buzzing. I didn't even get stung, but the loud buzzing just took me by surprise and it just scared me so much. And I don't know, I've never been stung, but I feel like that's kind of where it started, and I don't even think it counts. That like nothing bad happened. It just spooked me.
I don't know, that kind of pisses me off when like a bug or a fly or a bee just swoops really close to my ear, like of all places to be, it had to be there, and I just swat there reflexively because I'm like, nope, that is not a place you're gonna be. That's not where you're going.
Well, I think that's because a lot of buzzing is more on the lower frequencies, and we kind of associate lower frequencies with something bad and menacing, and that makes us be like, oh no, oh no.
Certainly does. Hey, have you seen all the siren head stuff? Like all these buzzing sound talk is making me think of it. I have not heard of Siren Head before, but I'm very invested.
What?
Siren Head. Have you not heard of Siren Head? So think of like a pole, and at the top of it, like you ever have those poles at school, like where at the top it's just looks like they just have those speaker things that are kind of like cone shaped.
I just looked up Siren Head, and
You imagine that with legs and arms, and that's Siren Head. And somebody
Yeah, I
lately
see.
has been making like videos that are hyper realistic of him being there and putting scary sirens going on. And I'm just like, this is the dumbest thing ever, and I love it.
I think I see a couple of those videos right now. Funny enough.
Yeah, it's been swarming on Twitter lately, and I don't know why. It's funny because I watched a gameplay footage of Markiplier playing a Siren Head, like a really low res bad Siren Head game not long ago, and he uploaded that like a long time ago, and now suddenly everything's relevant. I don't know what's going on.
It's interesting, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. With orange make too
Like, I'd be scared. I'd be
sane?
scared to run into that.
Well, around here, we've got a lot of venomous stuff, and we had a training for, what to do with certain venomous animals. You ever heard of the tarantula hawk?
Oh, I know the
Yep.
tarantula hawk.
We've got them over here.
What?
And,
You also
it's
have,
a type of
you also
wasp.
have,
And so when it comes to like what you do when you get bitten or stung by certain things, there's like, oh, this is what you do when you get bitten by a rattlesnake. This is what you do, blah blah blah. But when it came to the tarantula hawk, it's like when you get stung by this, you lay down and scream because
Yeah.
that's all you're gonna
I
be
think
able to do.
I think it's like a 2 on the Schmidt-Pain's sting index
I think it's
or sting pain index.
I don't know.
I think it's a 2.
So they call it
Which
a
is still
tarantula
bad.
hawk.
because it's a wasp that kills and eats tarantulas.
Do we have tarantulas?
Yeah.
Where?
Around somewhere.
I'm not.
You
I'm
live in the
suddenly
desert, they're
super
gonna-
uncomfortable.
I mean,
You
not like
live in the
here.
desert, Heather.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
I don't know where I thought they lived, but I didn't think they lived anywhere near me.
Heather,
No.
you are basically in the Australia of
Yeah,
the
you're in
US.
the Australia of America.
I
really.
thought that was
Heather,
Florida.
Heather,
I mean,
go
that's also
outside.
kind of Florida. But here's the thing. I remember, like, listening to the radio, and I had to agree, like, I would prefer Florida to Arizona because the things that kill you in Florida are big. The things that kill you in Arizona are small.
I was already kind of. We had scorpions.
Yeah,
I
we
was
have
already.
scorpions here.
I was already kind of not okay with that. You're telling me
So-
we got
so-
freaking tarantulas?
I mean, like,
And we
not right here, but in the state.
Yeah, so Heather,
I'm sick of this
go out,
shit.
go out to
Like, we've
those,
got
go out to
Africanized
those
bees.
mountains.
What the
Go out to like the
hell?
base of those mountains. Find a wooded area. Find a cactus. Cut it open, or look under some rocks. You like some big rocks. You'll probably find a tarantula.
I'm not doing this, okay?
Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. But yeah, if you
I'll
go to Mount
do
Lemon,
it.
you'll probably find one.
Yo, Bronny, I'll do it.
That's good because I won't.
I'll do it.
It's okay though. The tarantulas
But, yeah,
are
no.
mostly where I work.
I know in Florida you have like sewer gators,
them
right,
home.
Bronny? You have gators in your sewers.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm not fine, man.
I've seen videos of that. Funny enough.
With orange make 2, same as Lexi. Okay, I guess we're doing
We
that.
got gators out here that are like 25 feet long.
That's cool.
But see, yeah,
They
Yeah.
hang out. They hang out on the golf courses.
yeah, and I can deal with that because they're not gonna sneak up on you. Whereas rattlesnakes, this is a whole other scenario.
Oh yeah, remember I told you I almost stepped on one?
Well, like
No,
a
not
gator.
Not recently. It's not
If a
again.
gator
That's
is
like-
determined enough, even on land, they can get going pretty fast.
It was uneventful. Like I was stepping somewhere and then suddenly I just hear and it starts.
Bronny, I'm
slithered
gonna,
away. I'm like,
I'm
oh.
gonna ride the
I almost
gator.
stepped on that.
Ugh. That was only the second
No.
time I almost stepped on a snake.
No,
I don't
no,
think that's gonna work
traumatized
out
for
for you,
life.
Brandon.
California.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ride a gator.
I want
I
to go to
remember-
Gatorland.
I remember-
look. Sorry. I'll let Brian talk.
I remember right before I moved back down to Florida, there was I was working a job at a basketball game in New York, and in the break room they had ESPN going, and there was a golfer down in Florida, and they were making a big deal about how he just he walked up to this gator that was just chilling out on the green and kicked it in the tail, and the gator flipped out and ran into the water. And it's like, and everybody's like, oh my god, the cojones on this guy. And I'm like, no, that's Florida. That's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna.
He wanted to
you're gonna
golf.
see a gator. Yeah, he saw a gator.
This-
He got behind the gator when it was outside of its hunting grounds and not hungry, and he surprised it and booted it. The gator said, "Oh frick, a predator," and jumped back into the water where it was safe.
Yeah, it's just Florida, Tuesday about 3:30.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done that with the club rather than with my foot just to be extra safe. But yeah, that's probably what I would have been. I'm like, get.
It's like I'm trying to go.
I'm trying to go. Get out.
Heather showed me a picture one time. There's a picture floating around the internet that says there's a gator somewhere around Florida, just swimming around in Florida with a knife stuck in its head, and whoever pulls out the knife can become the king of Florida. And Heather shows me this picture and says, "Bronny, you must become the king of Florida."
Be the king. Bronny, why didn't you go do it? I bet someone did it by now. No one knows because it was a meth addict. He's like, I just need this knife. I'll put it back.
No, I think whoever put that knife there is dead now.
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
I'll bet you the gator snuck up on him when he wasn't paying attention, and he tried to defend himself, but didn't.
And it's just like, I bet the guy just did that. He's like, oh, what?
Right.
How are you eating me right now? Like the entire time
Basically,
he's
like
dying,
I
he's
just
just
imagine like stabbing him, and then like the gator just like chomp, breaks his backbone, and you're done.
Yeah, no, he probably had just enough time to get that stab off, but the stab didn't kill the gator instantly, so then the gator rolled, and that's the end of that guy.
That's the end of that guy. Yep.
That's the end of that sucker. Freaking gators.
I didn't realize though we had javelinas so close to my work. One of my coworkers mentioned that she saw them just outside the gate, and like, oh shit.
I'm still wrapping my head around that we have wild animals like that.
Yeah.
Just a freaking wild pig.
Heather, you're aware that you guys have mountain lions, right?
No, that I can handle.
There
That
aren't too many mountain lions exactly where we live.
exactly. It's a mountain lion.
Yeah.
But you
We
got
had
coyotes.
far more in California. We had a shit ton of mountain lions in California.
Where
Like,
did that-
goddamn.
Where did that guy get mauled by a mountain lion? But like the mountain lion jumped on his back and then he strangled it to death.
Oh, I don't remember.
It was in Arizona because it was like something I saw on Internet Daily. Like it's like guy
Wait,
chokes out a
Heather.
freaking mountain lion on his jaw.
Wait,
Turns out
Heather,
it was like a
Heather,
juvenile.
Heather.
Yeah.
The guy choked out a mountain lion, or the mountain lion like somehow
No,
Like-
that's not how mountain lions kill.
like snap his windpipe or something. I don't know.
No, like the guy was just on a jog and he had both his earbuds in, which you shouldn't do. And he was just on a path that a lot of people just walked on, but he was just running. And apparently, like, since he couldn't hear it, the mountain lion just ran up behind him and then jumped onto his back. So he had to wrestle with this mountain lion, and he got it in a hold, and he did not let go of it until it stopped moving. And then he like went to the nearest ranger station and was like, "I need help. I've been mauled by a mountain lion." And so like and everyone was just like, "Oh my god, he killed a mountain lion with his bare hands." And they looking more and more into it, and it was like a juvenile mountain lion, which explains why it probably attacked him, because
Yeah.
most would be smart enough to know, like, okay, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
fuck
let's
with
not
this.
work. Yeah, it's like you
Not a
have to
big
get-
one.
Not yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we had a lot more mountain lions in California than we have over in Arizona. We are more of the bobcat, coyote thing. What do you want? Get it?
I remember going to camp and seeing one. Like they were actually kind of worried because we were like going out of our cabins for the day, and they were like, "Guys, stay where you are. There's a mountain lion like 10 yards over there."
Yep.
And we were just looking
I'm
at it, like,
just-
"Oh, mountain lion!" But the mountain lion was just
I'm
looking
just-
around and then it left.
I'm just
Yeah.
running it around in my mind right now. Guy just choked down a mountain lion.
He choked. It was like people will try to listen and be like, "It was juvenile," but like that's still a mountain lion.
That's still a mountain lion. I mean,
It's
that's
still pretty badass.
yeah.
Now,
Choked down a mountain lion.
lions are crazy, right? With how big and strong they are. Like, have you guys ever seen that video of? It takes place at some sort of zoo, and they got like 10 guys, like not just anybody, but these big. They picked the biggest dudes out of the crowd at that zoo this day, and said, "You're gonna play tug of war with this lion." And they were like, "Okay." So 10 big muscular dudes yanking on this rope as hard as they can are being dragged by this one lioness on the other side of the cage.
That's awesome.
Right.
Now,
So
was that
that's-
an African lion or a mountain lion?
I think it was an African lion.
Yeah. They're usually a bit bigger than the mountain variety.
Yeah, but that's insane to think about how strong that thing is. But despite that, they're ambush predators.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And with some ambush predators, if you fight back, they're not going to want to deal with you. Like, it becomes too much effort at that point. Regardless of whether or not they're actually afraid of you, like, if you fight back, they're just going to say, forget about it, and they're going to leave.
Yep.
That'd
But
probably
at
be
that
me.
point, you can never at any point turn your back on an ambush predator because they're just going to jump on you again.
Yeah, I mean, the
That-
thing about mountain lions, in California, they're going through the LA hills, and people will be hiking through the LA hills, and someone will die, someone will get murdered, someone will, tumble down some path, and the mountains like, sweet, dinner.
Kick ass.
Yeah. They're scavengers as much as they are actual predators. You know, it's like, oh look, a dead human, we'll take it. We got it.
It's like, thanks,
Mhm.
humanity.
Yep.
That's why I never trusted guys who thought that hiking was a good place for a first date. I'm like, no thanks, I don't want to get murdered.
Yeah, you're trying
Yeah,
to kill
well,
me.
not you can go hiking, but you got to be aware of your surroundings and you've got to be strapped.
Oh no,
Not with
she
the-
means
not
the
with,
guy
like,
killing
a
her.
new, no, I'm talking about the guy. The guy's like, oh yeah, let's go hiking in the wilderness alone. Person I just met. No thanks.
That's just a recipe for murder.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm like, you know, there's a lot of dead bodies up at the LA Hills. I don't want to be one of them.
I
think
wanna
the
go
Toadies
poke
wrote
'em.
a song about that and called it Possum Kingdom. Anyway, I saw another video earlier this week. It was like a home security footage, and it was just this dog chilling out on the patio with this big. I think it was like it looked like a 8 to 10 foot wall, something like that. And everything's really still. All of a sudden, mountain lion just jumps straight over the wall into there and attacks this dog. And the dog fights it off. And it looked like a border collie. So we're talking something that's like a quarter the size of this lion. And the dog was like, "What do you think you're doing?" And fought off this whole mountain lion. And the mountain lion was like, "Oh my God, it's fighting." And it jumped back over the wall and disappeared.
It's really unfortunate that like animals cannot talk to each other the way we communicate, because otherwise they could tell each other like, "Look, just stay away from humans," and also
Yeah,
anything
no.
else related to them.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's not a good idea.
No. To be fair though, most animals know that. It's usually only when they get into desperation that they'll, you know, sometimes. Depends.
Like that coyote that tried to eat a kid, then got beat off by a cat.
Bigorna says Florida is just Brazil with cocaine, and we survive just fine.
Does Brazil not
Bigorna,
have
where do you
cocaine?
think the cocaine comes from?
More cocaine, yeah.
It comes from Brazil.
Thanks, Brazil. Well,
Well, it also comes from Southeast Asia, but that's
Yeah, I was like, that's not the only place it comes from.
yeah. Now let's see here.
Maybe they just
Christine
really
once
stopped
held
it
a
for the
baby
last
gator
one.
in Louisiana, and it was cute. Yes, baby gators can be cute.
Baby gators are adorable.
And we do have down here in Florida. We've got, you know, if you go to a mini golf place, especially
Yeah.
somewhere that's like
In Orlando.
Amazon themed, they're probably going to have like baby gators there that you can feed.
Yeah. I wanted to do that when I was in Florida. When I was in Orlando, like near our hotel, there was like a gator, mini golf course with baby gators. And I was like, oh my gosh, Alex, let's do it. And she's like, Claire, no. I'm like, but they're so cute. She's like, no. I'm like, but.
why can't we feed the baby gators?
She didn't want to feed the baby gators. I don't think it was really about feeding. They were just sort of around. They were like in moats and stuff, and they were just around.
That's what I
Yeah,
want.
but
in my
in
boat.
some parts of Florida they can be real pests. And we've got restaurants that'll like have gator on the menu. So we'll have places where you can go to pet gators. We'll have places where you can go to eat gators, and we'll have places where you can go to buy gator clothes. And it's like, okay, so you can eat the gator, you can wear the gator, you can pet the gator. I cannot do more than one of those things. It's got to be one or the other.
I want to pet the gator.
Would you say gator tastes a lot like chicken?
I have not tried gator.
A part of
I'll
me's
try
curious, but I'm also like, does reptile taste different?
I've actually never had reptile. I've had amphibian. Not supposed to.
Oh, like frog legs or something?
Mm-hmm.
Someone told me they taste like chicken.
Oh,
They
this
taste like
reminds me.
taste like a combination of like chicken and fish, basically. They're like a salty chicken.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This reminds me. I got to tell you guys about a headcanon I came up with
Oh
today.
dear.
Tyrannosaurus Rex tastes like chicken.
That makes sense. It basically is a giant chicken.
Delicious. Isn't that
Can you
a real
imagine?
fact that chickens are the animals that are closely related to T-Rexes?
Well, not chickens specifically, but that dinosaurs are actually more closely related to birds than they are to reptiles.
Heather,
What?
I just realized something. I don't think you ever stretched.
I stretched
Yes, you
like
did.
I stretched like once. Oh, guys.
We end my stream at 9, right?
Usually.
Okay, so we're like in the last 5 minutes of the
5
stream.
minutes.
Last 5 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please bring them up now, for I will hold your silence until the next stream. Go! Good conversation if I
So,
can't remember.
Battleship Agincourt says, I once held an alligator snapping turtle, huge jaws. Yes, has anybody here ever seen an alligator snapping turtle?
Yeah, no, you don't want to mess with
Oh
them.
yeah, this
They
I
can
don't
break
like
bones.
those. They'll kill you.
They're about the size of Heather.
Yeah.
Whoa, why are we using me as a
Because I'm
thing
too
of
big.
measurements?
Because I'm too big. It's got to be something smaller.
Do like it's 2 knives.
You're not 2 knives.
I'm like
a Big Mac is 2 knives.
I'm like if you were just holding her long ways and you put her like me standing next to me, I'd be like 3 knives. No, wait. Knife, get in here.
We're gonna
She's
use
the
you as a
only-
rule.
I want her to be the
point
unit of
is-
measurement,
the
not
point
me.
is, like, Heather, if we stood an alligator snapping turtle up on the end of its shell, you could hide behind it.
Oh my god.
I remember my first year living in Florida, and I had to do a college project with one of my early classes. We went over to their apartment, and they had a pond out in the back with a bunch of alligator snappers in it, and they were just huge, and there were like 10 of them.
If I have my nephews come visit us in Florida, I'm gonna take them to go see some. Be like, okay, take a look, boys. This is the kind of animal you don't fuck with. Of course, not saying fuck.
Begorna corrected me. He says cocaine comes from Colombia, you ignorant fool. We have coffee and prostitutes. I apologize.
Coffee. Oh, can you send some though?
Right.
The
I
coffee
like
or the prostitutes?
so indignant. We get coffee from Colombia too, though.
Yeah.
I am not drinking water.
Christine wants to know how the foster cat is doing.
He's doing well. He's he still likes hiding under my desk. Is his favorite thing. But every once in a while he'll come out and be like, "Pet me, woman. That's what you're here for."
Oh.
And he's eating okay, and he's going to the bathroom and all that. Really, the only issue is that Knife is a bitch.
Knife will get over it eventually.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a long time.
Do you
But
think longer than
he's
you'll have him?
huh?
Do you think longer than you'll have it?
It depends on who wants to adopt him.
Someone want to adopt him. He's a fuzzy baby.
Yeah, he's a cool baby. But yeah, like he's totally chill with Knife. Like he's like, oh look, another cat. And when she batted him, he was like kind of sticking his head. I was like, oh hello, how's it going? Oh shit, you know, like I heard the hissing, and it was definitely coming from Knife, not him.
She's just like, there can only be one.
Yeah, basically. But he has already had experience with cats, which is part of the reason why I thought he was a good fit, because I'm like, that way the X Factor is only on Knife's side.
And that
we
X
know-
Factor.
Yeah, it's like, well, the X Factor is being a brat. But yeah.
She is a brat. She freaking.
So Heather, with the last 2 minutes here, tell us about the progress you've made tonight.
We have made locks of hair. I'm making another orange one. We got 3, a long orange one and 2 short orange ones here. We got a red one and a yellow one. It's a lot of hair. Ronnie, if I keep
Yeah,
going
it's
like
been a
this,
pretty
I can
hair-raising
crochet you
stream.
some hair.
Haha.
I'm gonna crochet you this hair, Bronny. You're gonna wear it with pride. Get it?
Yep.
She made it fun. And it was a good one.
It was a gay
It
one.
was a gay pun, so it makes it good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, slip stitch.
And BronyMate99 is talking about watching his first convention online.
Oh.
Mid-Air Pony Fair
Mid-Air.
specifically.
Sweet. Did you see Dusty or Silver's? Because those were the only ones I caught.
I've not caught any online ones.
I
that I've
saw
not been in.
that he made one of those, that Dusty made one of those metal
The metal
pony figures.
pony things.
I kind of want some of those. Those look really cool.
Do it.
Alright, guys, last minute of the stream, Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, bring them up now for hold your silence until the last stream.
Persim wants to know if we're actually planning our wedding.
Not
Uh,
legitimately yet. We're
No,
throwing
not
ideas.
Somebody hasn't taken a knee yet, so.
We'll take our time. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, I know. The whole pandemic throws a wrench in everything.
Yeah. Oh, so I should tell you about pay plan stuff at work in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So end of the stream, guys. Everyone say goodnight in alphabetical order, starting with Brandon.
Good night.
Not
Okay.
Bronny. I said Brandon, not you.
No, I get it. He takes.
I went out of
presents.
turn because I'm more important.
No,
Yeah,
you are not.
no.
And besides, the more important one goes last.
Baby. Okay, so Brandon, you first.
Have a nice night.
Now, Bronny.
I rule you.
No, you don't. Now, sweetie.
Bye.
And before we go, I'm going to thank my patrons, DJ Skywalker and Emerald Spencer. It's because of them that now I can make a little bit of dough doing streams. And if you feel like doing the same thing, you can just go to the link in my description and go ahead and pledge $10 to Patreon. You can be in my Discord server. And for less than that, you can get a shout out or something. I don't know.
Are
I'm not
we
looking at my tiers.
are we gonna use that dough to make pizza?
Maybe. I don't know. I might want cookies. Anyhow. But if you just feel like making a one-time donation, you can just go ahead and put some money in the swear jar. I'll say the fuck word more often. That's the stream. Good night, everybody. See you in the next one.